There is a term you may not have heard, but you should be aware of. It's called the killing zone. This is a term used to describe the period when airplane pilots usually make the most mistakes, resulting in their death and the death of others. Hard data says 50 to 350 flight hours is when most fatalities occur. It's not about a lack of skill, it's when comfort sets in and everything becomes routine. That complacency just kind of slips through. That's exactly what happened to me engraving this past month. It's costing me right at $700 to fix, and this could happen to anyone, so please learn from my mistake. I'm totally telling on myself here. I want to walk you through what actually happened, where I went wrong, and what I'm changing so you guys can learn from my mess up. The first project I messed up was a custom tomahawk, and it was permanent because I carved the wrong letter. If you guys have been following me for the past 10 years, you know that this is what I am kind of known for on the internet. I have carved letters and designs countless times and swore I checked the message with the proper spelling before I went to carve it, but I still got it wrong. Now, the second I saw the text from my client saying, "Matt, you got this wrong," my stomach dropped. Now, my client was very nice about it, and I ate it. I told him I will start on another one for him, which I am doing now. So this isn't only costing me time, but it's putting me behind on other orders. So lesson 1, confidence is careful, arrogance is careless. Listen to that one again. I had crossed that line and I didn't even realize it. So before you start a project with names, double check, but don't double check when you are in autopilot mode, when you think that you have everything going on and you're just going and rushing after it. I really think my confidence got in the way of this one, which was probably arrogance. Now I have my paint out and I am making an American flag tomahawk. And the reason I am showing you this process, even though it's fun and I enjoy doing it, is that it's costing me money. Now, the other tomahawk I messed up is a little bit different. I put some traditional stain on it, and I want this one to be different for him. That way he can have something new and exciting since I messed the other one up. And my integrity's on the line, so you always want to do what is right. When you have done something a million times, that's when you stop giving attention to detail that the project demands. Remember the killing zone? Well, it kind of got me. Even though I am past those 350 hours, it still settled back in. I got this one finished, guys, and look at the detail on this. I mean, I am just so excited. You guys don't sleep on names. People love seeing their names across all kinds of different stuff. Now, this brings us to lesson 2, communication beats talent. This wasn't a skill issue, it was a process issue. You can be great at your craft, but if the communication isn't tight, mistakes still happen. And I'm not saying this will be you, but there are many people out there where pride gets the best of them and they can't own their own dang mistake. They will blame it on the weather or something else that distracted them. So I'm telling you now, 100% bold authenticity is what will keep clients coming back to you. Clients know if you are making excuses, which leads me to the next project I messed up. A silver-plated baby cup. It all started with this Rolex engraving a client asked me to do. Let's hope I do not screw this $18,000 Rolex up. It is a very important client. My gosh, this is over $20,000 with taxes, guys. The jewelry store owners where this Rolex was purchased found out that I engraved this, and they asked me to engrave one of their clients' bougie silver-plated baby cups. And of course, I screwed it up. Not only that, I forgot to pick up the cup on time. Now, they asked me over the text, "Matt, do you still want to do this job? Because we have to move forward with our client. Please respond." Guys, my heart sank with that text message because I'm a really sensitive person down deep, and I hated letting them down. Like, it bothered me so much. This was terribly embarrassing for me all the way around, which leads me to lesson 3, punctuality. And honestly, guys, punctuality is what I struggle with the most. It means you are there when you say you will be there and finish something when you say. I am failing in this area right now. This lady contacted me on Instagram and asked me to commission an axe. I'm going on 2 years now with this. She hasn't paid me for this because I'm not taking any money up front for this because I feel so bad with how long she's waited. I have messaged her 5 times and told her, you know, hey, we're almost done. I should have this done here in about a month. And I'm telling on myself right now because I hate this thing about myself. I cannot stand it. And I've noticed this thread with other artists where they do the same thing. They say they're gonna finish something and they never do it. I do think I have some ADD, but that's no excuse when your integrity's on the line. So you know who you are if you're watching this video right now. I'm so sorry. This is my way to publicly apologize to you with this video because you've been waiting so long, and I'm so sorry for the people that I've let down. So my YouTube video here has turned into an apology. But I'm owning it. I'm preaching to you guys what I'm telling you to do. Getting back to the problem with the baby cup, I engraved the letters right to left instead of left to right. Instead of checking the settings, which looked right, I was using the new RA3 rotary on the X-Tool F2 and it engraved incorrectly. This could have been avoided, but I didn't test it. I avoided the #1 rule before engraving. Test first. I ordered 2 new cups with rush shipping because I wasn't sure which one would get here faster. Together, they were over $100, and I am stuck with one because I do not want to return it since the shipping cost is almost as much as the cup. When I called the business owner of the store, I told him, man, I not only picked this up late, I also messed it up. I was upfront 100% honest. I told him I rushed ordered a replacement and that I wasn't going to charge for the engraving. But he told me they are still paying and mistakes happen. Through my mess up, I made a friend with this jewelry store owner, which leads us to lesson 4. Mistakes cost less than broken trust. The biggest priority for me wasn't the money, it was the relationship. Owning the mistakes quickly and making it right matters more than trying to defend it. Most clients aren't expecting perfection, they are expecting honesty and responsibility. Now don't get me wrong, they still want the job to be done right, but they value communication. And that means more to people than anything else. So please don't let ego get into your way. And I would like to echo this. Reputation is built in the recovery. At the end of the day, mistakes are going to happen if you do this long enough. Growth doesn't just come from wins, it comes from how you handle the losses. And believe me, I am not trying to be negative with you. You will have some losses. If you are in business, it will happen. It will happen when you least expect it. And I'm reminded of an old adage that experience has to teach you because wisdom offends you. Watching some of these boring videos like this, it may not be boring for you, but for those that listen and want to learn, you're getting something from it right now. I mean, I'm $700 in the freaking hole because I've been stupid, and I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not sitting here to try to make a YouTube video to get a view. I could care less about that, man. I want to help you guys. This is what happened to me. It's kind of a way of me redeeming myself in some maybe some egotistical way by confessing my sins to you, or not sins, but more or less errors in judgment. Which leads us to lesson 5. Custom work is risky. Now, custom work is amazing because it's one of one. It also means that there's no backup for when something goes wrong. That risk is part of the job, and it's why having a solid process matters. You get paid according to your worth, and a lot of times people will choose you not just because of your skill, but because of how you make them feel. Do they trust you? Skill matters, but trust matters more. When you combine those two, they are powerful. But do realize custom work will always carry risks, which leads us to lesson 6. Build systems while it's still small. Now, as entrepreneurs and business owners, we have little moments like this that push us to build better systems, checklists, proof approvals, and little guardrails that keep small oversights from turning into expensive problems like the ones I just had. What I'm about to tell you is the boring stuff, but this is the stuff that protects you. It's way easier to build those habits now than when the stakes get bigger. My checklist now looks like this. Number 1, confirm spelling, dates, and wording from the approved proof. Number 2, double check the orientation and placement on the actual piece. Number 3, verify material settings and focus. Number 4, do a quick visual once-over before hitting start or picking up a tool. And number 5, pause for 5 seconds before pressing the button. Now, this is so simple, so mundane, but yet it's costing me so much. All that info was free and it's common sense, right? But the old adage says, common sense is uncommonly common. You get in the hustle and bustle and you overlook everything because you won't take your time like I did and make a $700 mistake. So with this being said, Mistakes like this aren't fun to talk about, but they're part of doing real work for real people. And honestly, these are the moments that shape how you grow, how you build your process, and how you show up. Now, if you've ever had a project go sideways, I'd actually love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and tell me what happened or what it taught you, because I don't want to feel alone. Guys, I'm showing everything to you right now of how I messed up. But seriously, you might help someone else avoid the same thing by posting it below. And by the way, no one is going to judge you by whatever you put. We're all in this together, guys. We all make mistakes. So I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.